water that has made the blood flow like river, and the same water that has made the villages into dry deserts, and which has the power to flood off the villages. It has such incredible power in it. It has the power to develop a strife and a struggle between two villages, or between a village and a village, or between a village and a vada. It is so capable of doing anything and everything. And what happens to this water now? That is the question of the speaker. She tries to say that after having that water that has the power to do so many incredible things, now it quietly from these wells they are going into the Pepsi Man's bottle as mineral water. Now this water has quietly pushed itself into the bottles. It has been sealed, it has been labeled. The same water, the same drop of water for which we were struggling for years together, we were waiting for hours together, now it is all packaged, now it is all neatly preserved in a bottle, and that is the Pepsi Man's bottle. It is labeled as mineral water. Now what has happened to this mineral water? That water which we were struggling even to get a pot full of, we were moving miles together, carrying heavy pots on our head and on our hips and on in our hands, we used to carry them. Now water is no such mean matter at all. It is not a matter of so much of importance. It is not a matter of so much of struggle. Now it is a multinational market commodity. It has become a commodity for everyone. That water which could not be reached by hundreds of us, now it can be reached everywhere. It has become a commodity. A commodity is a product, it is a good, which is sold and bought at the cost of anything and everything. So here multinational commodity it has become, and water is omniscient, therefore it contains the world. Omniscient andre it's something that that contains everything in it. That is omniscient. So some water that contains everything in it. Everything means what? The struggle, the witness, the harshness, the humiliation, the rudeness, the long hours and days of wait, the Mahad struggle, the Suvarthamma struggle, the Mallapalli witness, all this it contains in itself, and it contains the whole world in it. Water is, because of this, water for all these things. So it is omniscient and it contains the whole world in it. So this is what the speaker tries to say in this poem. She tries to say that water, we have struggled, we have definitely struggled a lot for the sake of water, for the single drop of water. But years have passed and water has become a commodity. Now it can be reached by everyone, it can be reached by anyone. So water, we have struggled, and this one has gained so much of importance now. So we'll move on. This completes the summary of the poem. After having done that, we'll move on quickly to the 4-mark and the 6-mark questions. Again, I think you should be happy looking at only these many questions. These are the questions that have been chosen from your previous year question papers. These are the 4-mark questions and these are the 6-mark questions. Remember one thing, students, if a question is asked for a 4-mark, it will never be asked for a 6-mark, and vice versa. If it is for 6, then no for 4. If it is for 4, then no for 6. So you can choose, pick and choose the answer and write accordingly. Okay. The 4-mark questions are this: the personal memories of the speaker. What does the speaker speak? She has lots and lots of memories to tell. When I remember water, what do I get? When I remember water, when I see water, what are those thoughts and what are those clippings that I get? What are those scenes that come back to me? First thing is, she talks about water. She thinks about, she recalls people waiting for days together and for the whole day for a small glass of water. And then she also remembers that she was made to carry big pots of water from miles together. So that is her personal memories. Of course, apart from these two, You will have to talk about other things also. Why water is important, what are the other things she has seen. She says that she has also witnessed the Suvarthamma incident. She also is aware of the Mallapalle incident. She is also aware of the Mahat struggle and the struggle which they were involved in. So all these things make up this answer. Difference of race and agony of the Panchama. What was the agony of the Panchama? They had to wait. They had to wait for at least a Shudra to come near the well. They could not, though they were sitting next to the well, they could not fetch the water from the well because they had to wait at least for somebody called human being, other than them, other than the people belonging to their own race. They had to come, they had to fetch water and give it to them. You can also talk about the Vada girl who was thrown water upon on her body, but she was physically abused by men. So these are the sufferings, these are the agony. You can also talk about the difference in race. You can talk about the Samarian woman. You can also speak about the difference in the subcaste between the leather and the spool. What is the difference between the two? So how is it differentiated, and how water stands as a witness to all these things? You can write it as answer. Water is a mighty movement for the speaker. Explain this. How does she feel that water is a mighty movement? She talks about this, again, here you will have to write down the 4 points. Suvarthamma incident, Mallapalle incident. You can also talk about the Mahat struggle, and you can also talk about the other struggles that they are going through, and only to get a small puddle of water. They had fought for lake, but they should be happy that they are getting at least a puddle of water. So for these reasons, you can give these instances, and then you can say that water, for these reasons, taking water itself is a big movement for them. Going to the 6-mark questions. Trace the journey of water if it is using it as a witness. The summary of the poem, nothing else. Talk about everything what water has witnessed, except for the last part of it. Everything else you will be writing. What has water seen? It has seen the inclination of the ground. It can see that the place around the well can never become wet. Similarly, it has seen the agony of the Panchamas, the struggle of the Dalit leaders. All these things, the summary of it you will write down as the journey of water, keeping water itself as a witness. Now, water demonstrates the disparity and discrimination in our society. Again, this also asks for the summary itself. How is it that the discrimination in the society is highlighted, is shown with the help of this water? How is it proved that there is a lot of discrimination and disparity? Disparity is again discrimination, treating different treatment for people from different races. How is it shown? Again, let's write down all the points that you have spoken about, almost the summary of it, starting from the Panchama and all those things till the Mahat struggle. Okay, this is about your poem Water, and this completes the water poem also, along with questions and answers. Remember, this poem is a very easy one when compared to other chapters, other essays. So you don't even think, in your wildest dream, don't even think of not attending the questions. Students, you have to attend the questions at any cost. That has a double advantage. Probably we'll be speaking about the double advantages of answering all the questions in your question paper in the next, sometime later, in the next video clippings, we'll be doing that. But as of now, your chapter Water, the poem Water, is completed. Good luck for you. Meet you in another session of Make Me Learn.